quick little think fast. Remember that our spiritual growth is about going within and bettering ourselves. It's not necessarily about, you know, feeding the homeless and doing all these different things. Now, this is the thing though. If feeding the homeless is something that you feel, betters yourself, and and it's something where you're helping others, because that's also great. But it's about going within and cleaning up yourself and doing what you got to do to ascend yourself. You know, and matter of fact, that's a good thing when you think about it. Of course we come down here, or plus we was taught in essence, like, oh yeah, saving everybody and helping others. It's helping others to the best of your ability, and it's through doing your own works, like what's working for you. So of course, if you feel like on your soul purpose, one of the things that's going to help you internally is working with, say for instance somebody, and I'm sorry for saying houseless people in a certain area, then cool. Or you feel like you gotta do certain things as far as like helping others. It should be through, not just to do like, hey, I did a good deed, I'm helping somebody, like, nah, it should be through your own inner work. It should be to like something that you genuinely want to do, and something that you genuinely feel is great for your soul purpose and your growth, and not just like, oh, well, I'm being nice and I was told in the spiritual practices that you gotta give to people or do. Like, it's all about your own soul growth, because guess what, if your sole purpose was to meditate in the mountains and never contact with people, you still gonna sin, so it wasn't about like, oh well, hey, you can't just be in the mountains, you gotta go into the world and give stuff to people. I mean, again, in essence, you giving something to the ethers just by being a vibration. Like, say if you was in the mountains meditating, that's your purpose, and you giving off energy through, from the ethers to this physical place. Like wherever you meditating at, that energy you giving off to that area is giving back in essence, So you don't want to get caught up in that feeling like, like, oh, I gotta save the world. We're not here to save. The world you're here to save is your universe. Like, you are a world. Save that world. And the other worlds, could see the example of you saving your world. But it's not your job to, hands-on actively try to save other worlds, You in your world, you in your bodysuit, you in your universe. That's the universe and the world that you fix. And it could trickle down, that energy, that essence could trickle down into others outside of you, where they could feel that vibe and start working on their world or their universe, But again, and it's not to say, and when I'm saying this, it's a balance. Like, I don't want people to get it confused, like, oh, so you're telling us not to be caring and giving. No, be caring and giving, because again, that's part of, think about it, first you love yourself, then that means you're able to love others. So of course, but again, it's with yourself first, like self-love turns into loving the reflections outside of you, you know what I'm saying? But again, say for instance, like if I'm out here helping to the point of not like getting my own self-realization, when it's time to transition, I won't be in the vibrational state I need to be in, because I was too busy running around sweeping others' porches and not cleaning my own porch. And now, I don't get to ascend, because this ascension situation is mostly about you. I mean, of course, like, that's our ego mind that kind of want to take the whole world with us, like, trying to save all of our relatives. As a matter of fact, I made that video, like don't forget about Mac Mittens. You want to help your relatives, the homies from the hood and all this, but at the end of the day, it's about getting your own vibration straight and letting the rest trickle down, So go within, get your temple, get your world, your universe straight, and then let it trickle to the outside. And again, if helping others is what, you know, part of your purpose, and it makes you, you know, you feel like that's part of your walk that you know, how can I say, that you ask for, that's gonna help you grow spiritually, then by all means, you know. But I'm just saying, make sure it's within that means of, like, it's something that, you know, where you feel like it's something for you, like to help your inner, like, say for instance, if I know I got a problem with, say for instance, in a past life, I feel like in this life I felt some kind of way about houseless people, say for instance, for example. And so for me to kind of grow on a spiritual level, I need to, like, help those people out, or, you know, go volunteer at a little shelter or something, you know, within, of course. But don't feel like those are the things that you have to do, like those things, those outwardly tasks or whatever is like the first you know, like, thing you should be dealing with first, in essence. It's like, nah, it's dealing with yourself. And through dealing with yourself, then, you know, it's like, all right, going within, I feel like my purpose is, you know, having jewelry for people, you know, crystal bracelets, you know, cool, you know. But it's through going within and checking, you know, your own soul purpose. It's within the lines of your soul purpose, and not something that, because moralistically, you know, your church, like all those little religions and stuff, where, you know, we gotta just you know, giving out food to people is gonna allow for you to ascend, you know, like, because a lot of people have that idea, like, I just give a lot of stuff, I don't change my consciousness, I don't grow spiritually myself, but if I just give away a bunch of stuff, I eventually ascend. And it's like, nah, it don't work like that. You know, it's understanding that you are the universe observing itself. Is understanding that it's about getting your own energy right for you to ascend. You know, it's those understandings that help you. You know, it's remembering to, it's learning how to take your memory through the transition, or through that. Like, that's what you're doing. You know, raising Kundalini, getting your temple right. Like, that's, you know, in essence, the ascension process. You know, and you get to where you gotta go. The other people, they gonna be straight. These physical forms, it's just little bodies, you know. And if their energy don't get it in this lifetime, you know, that's their lesson to learn. You know, they learning their lessons, you learning yours. You know, we all on our particular path, so just don't forget that. You know, it's not about like having to do all these little outwardly things. Only if it feels in alignment with your soul purpose and what you got to do to raise the energy within yourself, then cool. But, you know, just nothing outside of that, in essence. But that's all I want to share, you know, is that bottom line of learning, you know, because, and the good thing too is, like, to know that means, like, the good don't have to suffer for the bad, in essence, you know. So regardless of how hectic things may seem, like where other people may not be getting it, you know, or whatever, like they seem like they're not growing spiritually, the fate of your soul doesn't rest on what they're doing, you know. The fate of your soul rests on what you do, you know. So again, it's all about your own work, you know. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.